Good evening and welcome to Meadow Park for the very first time this season as Arsenal enter the next stage of their Women's Champions League qualifiers against Slavia Prague. Having already beaten Oksepes and PSV on neutral territory, the Gunners know that they're just 180 minutes away from qualifying for the group stage, which kicks off in October. They'll fancy their chances too. The draw could have paired Jonas Eidevall's side with two of the competition's most successful teams in Lyon and Wolfsburg. But fortunately, the Gunners dodged that particular bullet to meet a familiar foe over two legs. The last meeting between these two sides was full of goals too. Following a 5-2 win away from home back in 2019, Arsenal hit 8 goals of out-reply here to book their place in the quarter-finals of the competition. But such has been the turnaround in North London that just 4 current Gunners remain from Arsenal's starting lineup that evening, compared to Slavia's 7. And while it was a routine victory for the Gunners in the end, the Czech giants should not be underestimated. Slavia have, after all, won both of their games so far, scoring 12 goals in the process, and they're also yet to concede a single goal this season. Their second-place finish in the Czech League last term meant they bypassed the first round, and they touched down in London yesterday as a side in red-hot form. But despite their domestic dominance, they'll need to hit new heights in their first Champions League tie since December. Their last outing saw them lose 3-2 over 2 legs to Fiorentina, and given the way that Arsenal have started the season, Slavia should be braced for a much sterner test. We're just looking at the Arsenal team stepping out at Meadow Park in front of us now. And Jonas Eidevall has taken the opportunity to freshen things up with Sunday's WSL opener against reigning champions Chelsea on the horizon. Manu Zinsberger continues in goal, with Leah Williamson the only change in defence. The England international returns to action after missing the previous round due to personal reasons, and joins Noelle Maritz, Jen Beattie and Steph Catley in the Gunners' back four. It's an unchanged and effective midfield trio of Frida Maanum, captain Kim Little and Mana Iwabuchi, who scored twice against PSV last time out. And up front, there's 2 changes to the attack. Nikita Paris comes in for Beth Mead, while Caitlin Ford leads the line. Viviana Miedema, who scored 7 times across just 2 games against the Czechs last time around, drops to the bench. She's just 5 goals away from 100 in an Arsenal shirt. For Slavia, their big hope of causing an upset comes in the form of Teresa Kozarova. The 29-year-old striker is an 8-time league winner with both Prague sides and netted 34 times in just 20 appearances last season. New signing Shireen Lamptey, wearing number 9 for Slavia, is tasked with finding the prolific Czech striker inside the box. A very warm welcome to you, and thank you very much for choosing to join us on tonight's stream. My name's Max Jones. I'm going to be talking you through the action tonight and hopefully talking you through another Gunners win on a Champions League night. Must be so nice for the players to be back out at Meadow Park in front of the fan base as well. So many of these games last season were played behind closed doors. The traditional pre-match photo taken right in the middle of the pitch, quite untraditionally. But there are your 11 Gunners to start the game. Mana Iwabuchi just to the right of the picture there is the player in form going into this game. So just a few moments away from kickoff. Remember, if you want to get in touch with us, you want to send in your thoughts throughout the first half, just go on Twitter and hashtag AWFC. Let us know what your thoughts are, what your analysis is, and we'll read through some of our favourite insights throughout this Champions League encounter. Now, though, it looks like Caitlin Ford is going to get us underway. Katie McCabe continues at the top of your screen there, in a more forward-thinking position on the left side of Arsenal's attack. Steph Catley just behind her. The Gunners sinking to their knee. Slavia, just as they did in the Men's Champions League, stay stood, although it was quite nice to see Shireen Lamptey on the far side of the pitch giving the Gunners a warm round of applause as they did take the knee before kick-off. Here's Williamson back in the side after missing the game against PSV. Her defensive partner tonight, Jen Beattie. Catley already on the overlap. Gabriela Slasova is going to have her hands full tonight, that's for sure. Coming up against Steph Catley and Katie McCabe, and here is the Ireland international already finding a bit of space. A couple of Gunners in the middle. Kim Little, Nikita Paris, Caitlin Ford had all flooded the box. But it's loose from Arsenal. Now Kozarova can bring it away. Manham, very much an all-action midfielder for Arsenal. Kim Little was on the overlap. Paris couldn't find her. Arsenal do keep the ball moving. Iwabuchi loves operating in these pockets. Able to find Catley on that far side. Now McCabe, Catley interchanging at will at the moment, those two. It's a decent cross as well, and it's the first goal inside 2 minutes. And Nikita Paris, well, how about that for a home debut? Wasting absolutely no time in getting off the mark. Right in front of the home fans. And Steph Catley it was who put it on a plate for her. After just under 2 minutes, it's Arsenal 1, Slavia Prague 0. If that's a sign of things to come, I'm going to need to stop counting on my fingers. Arsenal take the lead very, very early on. Zinsberger. Steph Catley, the architect of that opener for Arsenal. Iwabuchi. First opportunity, of course, for the Arsenal fans to see her as well up close. First couple of games for the Gunners have been played in neutral venues. Both of them, of course, in Moscow. With all of the travel restrictions, it's so difficult for fans to get out and support. Although we did hear plenty of chanting in the last game, it must be said. Looking forward to hearing the familiar songs that ring around Meadow Park this evening. Ford just dispossessed by Michaela Karova on this side. Now they can switch to Slazova. Decent ball from the right back, but who's there? Mano Iwabuchi, of course. Beattie. Maritz to Manham. Beattie's able to step out the back line. Find Manham again. Catley, Arsenal really moving the ball very well on this slick surface here in Boreham Wood. Kim Little. Back to Manham again. Familiar cross-field pass from Leah Williamson. You can see Katie McCabe, thought that Kim Little had carried her run on behind her. Decided to leave that one. Can be sure, though, that that won't be the last time we see one of those trademark Leah Williamson diagonals. Also very nice to hear Katie McCabe having her name sung by the fans here. She played a key role recently, actually, in securing equal play for the Republic of Ireland women's team. ahead of the World Cup qualifiers. Really making her mark on and off the pitch, Katie McCabe. Leading by example. Zinsberger out to Jen Beattie. Steph Catley again, almost playing as a left winger at the moment. Beattie to Williamson. UWCL again picking up space. Manham with the first time pass. Spotted Katie McCabe excellently, and in comes another ball. You can see every single time Paris is gambling at that far post, waiting for the ball to drop. It worked out first time round. This time it was well read by Diana Bartovikova. Arsenal come again with Paris. Towards the far post again. Paris does well to bring that one under control. Now Paris, 1-on-1 up against Sova. At the moment, Slavia can't get a hold of the ball. Here's Ford. Really nice through ball. Katie McCabe so close to getting on the end of it. It's nice to see Arsenal are switching up their attacking. Seen them work their way down the channels. Left-hand side in particular in this opening 6 or so minutes. That time a bit more central, a bit more direct. Very unlucky not to get on the end of it. Slightly late by Nikita Paris. Referee happy to just give her the benefit of the doubt there. Not show a card this early on. So Diana Martovikova will take this free kick. Short to her defensive partner, Simona Nesedova. Lost the ball. If that pass was a bit better from McCabe, the Gunners may have been able to break forward on the counter-attack, but there is McCabe. Excellent tracking back to atone for her error. UWCL just couldn't take it in her stride. Kova lays it back after some nice footwork in midfield. Well, strong challenges there as well. Slavia emerged with the ball. Now, here's Cherner on the left-hand side. Overlapping run as well from Krejcikova. But Williamson read that excellently. Took a risk with the pass, it must be said, but Arsenal will get away with that one, thanks to Kim Little. Harris, the goal scorer on her home debut. Lukasova wasn't entirely sure what to do with that one. It's again good pressing by Arsenal. Nikita Paris leading the attack there. Cherner could only lay it back into the path of Karova. He'll settle for a throw-in on this near side. At the moment, it's been all Arsenal. Slavia are just trying to take the sting out of things. The Gunners are moving forward confidently, fluently as well. They look like an impressive unit. Of course, a lot of that is due to the fact that these players have been in the same team together for the last 18 months or so. I do have to admire the early work that Jonas Eidevall and his backroom staff have been able to do. We're seeing different patterns in the way that the team are building up. And UWCL really at the heart of things, pulling all the strings. I think it says quite a lot as well that she's been struggling with a tight calf, which kept her out of the opening 2 qualifiers, but that Leah Velti, someone who was so important to Arsenal's system, or has been so important to Arsenal's system over the past few years, has to make do with a place on the bench. I'm sure that's not going to be the case for the whole season. We will need to rotate and mix things up. It just speaks of the quality that Arsenal do have in these positions. Kozarova with the foul on Kim Little. Here's Williamson. Maritz. Harris to Williamson. Here she is again, the England international. Excellent range of passing, as we're used to seeing. Now invited to step forward. Arsenal outnumbering Slavia on this right-hand side. The cross wasn't a good one from Maritz. She'll get a second bite of the cherry here, though. It comes from their right-hand side. And Caitlin Ford's in the area, unmarked. Slavia just about smother that one wide. Williamson. Maritz again. Growing into the game is the Swiss international. Little. Back to Maritz. Harris was offside. Slavia getting themselves into trouble before they did draw the foul. It's Martina Zanovska who drew Maritz in there. Just is able to relieve a bit of pressure on her back line. Should be said that Slavia are no pushovers. I know Arsenal did take an early lead here and they have dominated possession, but back in Czechoslovakia in the day, Slavia were the pioneers of women's football in the same way that Arsenal have been in the UK. They won the first 3 editions of the league between 1970 and 1972. They actually have 7 Czech Republic League titles to their name as well. 2020 was the most recent. It's an ongoing battle between Slavia and Sparta as to who's got the bragging rights in the Czech Republic. Sparta at the moment just about edging it. There's one team that's going to throw them off their throne. It will be Slavia. Manham. Maritz had loads of space on this right-hand side. You would have heard her scream for the ball then. Now Beattie can switch play once more. McCabe. Catley was on the overlap. McCabe's gone inside to Ford. Playing as an orthodox number 9 for Arsenal tonight. The Australian. Again, it's excellent pressing by Arsenal. How many players committed to that press and were chasing it down? They've managed to get the ball again. Beattie. Hinsberger gets a rare touch of the ball in this half. Williamson out wide again, and look at the space Paris has got. You can see what she was trying. And what's that corridor between the retreating defenders and the goalkeeper, Olivia Lukasova, who had decided to stay back. Couldn't direct it in the end. Caitlin Ford did appreciate the effort, though. She'd made the run. At the moment, Slavia don't really know how to contain the Gunners. Beattie. It's a heavy touch there, but good footwork to get away from the sliding challenge. Williamson's there to mop up for a fellow centre-back. Now Arsenal can build again on the wing. Look at Maritz go on the overlap. Ford's gone inside though, and this is where she's dangerous, Caitlin Ford. Slightly off balance when she took the shot. Ended the season last year in brilliant form. Caitlin Ford, 26 appearances, 12 goals, 6 assists. She'll be disappointed with that effort. Lukasova with the long clearance downfield. Williamson very quick off the mark to get that one back to Zinsberger. It's a risky one from Jen Beattie. Arsenal getting very lucky there as the two centre-backs try to play their way out from the back. Fortunate that Teresa Krejcirakova's touch wasn't any better. And here comes Iwabuchi. Darting run behind the back line. There's been a couple of occasions tonight where Arsenal got themselves into position. The ball's run away from them. Maybe just getting used to playing on this surface again, having played on an artificial pitch for the past 2 outings. I do wonder just how much that affects things. Lukasova with the goal kick again. Still only 20 years old, the Slavia goalkeeper. She took the #1 spot from their substitute goalkeeper tonight, Barbara Sladka. Joined back in 2013. She also could have been a tennis player. I do wonder on nights like this where she sat on the bench, whether she regrets not taking up the other passion. Williamson. Every time Williamson gets the ball, you can see her take a touch to get the ball out of her feet before looking up, and straight away she's always looking for passes like those. Well read by the Slavia captain, Artovikova. Just look how quickly Arsenal are winning the ball back. Brilliant defensive discipline so far. Of course, what it means is the second that Slavia get forward, they're then immediately tracking back, chasing shadows and opening up spaces for Arsenal to operate in, like this one. Maritz. Thumped clear, anywhere will do from Krejcirikova. Iwabuchi. Krejcirikova again. Now into Kozarova. More good closing down by Maritz. I have to take my word for it. There's a bit of a blind spot there. There is a throw-in. And a foul one at that. Not entirely sure what's going on here. Normally that would be given Arsenal's way. The officials seemingly quite happy for Slavia to retake. A late challenge there as well on Paris. The referee may have missed. Arsenal, though, still hustling and harrying and winning the ball back. Here's Ford. And towards Paris. Katie McCabe had made a late darting run in from the left as well. And Arsenal have a corner. 20 minutes gone here. Arsenal leading by a goal to nil. Keita Paris converting Steph Catley's cross. Will be Katie McCabe to take this corner. Mana Iwabuchi, the short option. Saw her curl in an absolute cracker from the opposite side of the pitch against PSV. That one was angled towards Leah Williamson, who can't direct her header on target. Just a reminder, if you do want to get involved, if you do want to get in touch, let us know how or where you're following the tonight's game from, how you're following tonight's game, whether you're watching it with your friends, family, online communities, however you're doing it, please do get in contact. Also give us your thoughts on who's impressed you so far and what you're most enjoying about watching the girls back in action. Here's Williamson. Beattie. Paris has now switched sides with McCabe. Popping up now on the left. Steph Catley took a bit of a sore one there on her leg. Quite a hefty challenge from the Slavia right back, Gabriela Slazova. And Arsenal do win a free kick. McCabe and Iwabuchi over it. Again, having seen Iwabuchi strike against PSV in Moscow, I'd be tempted to leave this one for her. But then when you've got someone like Katie McCabe, who last season racked up a whopping 13 assists, almost spoiled for choice with these set pieces. In the box, Leah Williamson, Jen Beattie, Frida Manham, Keita Paris, and then just loitering on the edge, Arsenal's two outfield Australians, Caitlin Ford and Steph Catley. Plenty of conferring going on over the ball, but it is Iwabuchi who delivers. It's gone deep, angled in towards Jen Beattie. Going to enjoy that long run all the way back to centre-back, I'm sure. Great to see Beattie back out there, as you saw, just rotating her back, just making sure everything's feeling comfortable. That is where she's had most of her troubles. Back injury, but the surgery has sorted it out. It's great to see her back out there, partnered by Leah Williamson tonight. Catley was convinced there that was an Arsenal throw-in. It has been awarded to the visitors. Again, it buys them a bit of time to try and settle things down. It's Ford. Trying her luck from the left side of the area. Get the right connection on it. Really strong run forward by Franny Cherner on this left-hand side. Bit unfortunate that she ran out of space. Also good defending, more diligent defensive work by Arsenal's midfielders. Here's Maritz. Now Paris cutting inside to find Iwabuchi. It's a clever pass. She did see a bit of space open up for Caitlin Ford. Didn't amount to anything, but on this side, it's Maritz again, crossing deep. Oh, Slazova. Good header, actually, managing to get that one away from her own goal. Just inside the 6-yard box. Iwabuchi. McCabe. Little drops off short to create the angle. Iwabuchi's running off her. Little does dink it over the top. UWCL continued her run. Well judged in the end by Simona Sidova. Just lets that one trickle behind and out for a goal kick. Actually, I got that one wrong. Did come off a Slavia player, so it is an Arsenal corner. McCabe to deliver. Harris is in there again. Lukasova went for the punch. Not too convincingly. Beatty. Now Manham. Manham again. That one will be a goal kick. "24 teams in this stage of the competition. This, of course, the first of two legs, home and away, to secure a place in the Champions League proper. At the moment, going well for Arsenal. Got 1 foot in there. Second leg, of course, takes place next week in Prague, Thursday, September the 9th. At 5:30 p.m. UK time. And then the Champions League group stage draw will take place the following Monday. That means that the 12 best teams, so that's 7 Champions Path winners and 5 League Path winners, join Barcelona, PSG, Bayern Munich and Chelsea in the group stage of the competition. Arsenal will be desperate to get their name in the hat. McCabe, Catley again had burst forward on that left-hand side. Slavia drawing the foul. And Nesidova won't rush to take this one, I should say. Just take her time. Their players get back into position. Bit of defending to do for Arsenal. Williamson's made that one look easy. Cool, calm and collected as ever, Arsenal's number 6. Tonight making her 166th appearance. A real centre of excellence success story. As are a few of the names on the Arsenal bench, of course. Marnie Cole, the third goalkeeper in the Arsenal squad tonight. Taya Goldie, Anna Patton, Lotta Wubben-Moy. The list goes on. Here's UWCL, Kim Little. Now Catley. Back to Little. Arsenal happy in these triangles, just keeping possession. Catley can deliver. Forward run to the near post. It's taken off her head. Slavia can try to build a bit of momentum going forward. Immediately comes to a halt. Good work by Manham. Look at that for a pass as well. Well, was Ford tripped? The referee thinks so. And Arsenal have a penalty right on the half-hour mark. And it's a yellow card as well for Diana Bartovikova, the Slavia captain. It gives Kim Little the opportunity to strike against Slavia Prague yet again from the penalty spot. This will be a third penalty against the Czech side in 3 games. She scored the previous 2. She's up against Olivia Lukasova this time round. Will it be the same result? Very thorough from tonight's referee. Kim Little does have the opportunity to make it 2. He's had to wait a long time as well. It is Kim Little. Well, it was only ever going to be one result, wasn't there? Arsenal double their advantage from the penalty spot. They've deserved that one. They've created a number of different goal-scoring opportunities. Slavia have been penned back inside their own half. It's Kim Little again from the penalty spot, scoring her 146th goal in red and white. Incredible tally for the midfielder. Scotland international continues a 100% record from the penalty spot against the Czech side. 3 games, 3 penalties awarded, 3 penalties scored. As McCabe, a quick ball into the middle. It's a good first touch from Paris. But Michaela Karova is very quick to get across. A variation on the usual Katie McCabe song. Appreciated by the Republic of Ireland captain. 2 arms up from the corner this time. What have Arsenal got planned? It goes to the 6-yard box, headed clear by Veronika Pinkova. Maritz to Catley. Iwabuchi. Arsenal smell blood at the moment. Slavia, meanwhile, just desperate to batten down the hatches, I think. Williamson. All of Arsenal's outfield players now in the Slavia half. Caitlin Ford. Oh, McCabe had acres of space. Gosh, just a bit too far ahead of her from Ford. You can see when Arsenal get into those areas, the intelligent movement around the box is able to pull the defenders all over the place. Just create spaces in the wide areas. You can see exactly what Jonas Eidevall is trying to do with this team, and it is working. Just need to make sure that they get that final ball. At 2-0, there can't be too many complaints. All good work on this side by Franny Cherner. She's a powerful runner. She does win the free kick off Noelle Maritz and gets a yellow card for that. Seemed a pretty soft one. She's the second player in the referee's book. Does give Slavia an opportunity to send their players forward as well. Martina Sonovska, the attacking midfielder, is given the opportunity to swing this one in. Plenty to aim for in that box. Very congested. Quite a lot of height in there as well. And it comes towards the near post. Well cleared by Caitlin Ford. Right place at the right time, Arsenal striker. And look at the confidence Arsenal are playing with here. Beattie, a bit too far ahead of Williamson. Cherner's on that one again. Again, Frida Manham. As a ball-winning midfielder, she is everywhere. Covers the ground so well, reads the danger. brilliantly as well. Good in tight spaces too. Really exciting prospect for the Gunners. Could argue that their one for the future is very much one for the present. Lucas over. Sends that one forward. Jem Beattie was underneath it. Neil Williamson is the one who benefits from it. McCabe again, pointing where she wanted it. Just enough done on the right-hand side by Slazova. Really struggling when Arsenal come forward like that. Not really seen too much from Shireen Lamptey, the number 9 on the left-hand side of your screen there. A high-profile arrival, actually, for Slavia. Danish-born Tunisian footballer. Joined back in July, just after making her international debut. He's just been defending the entirety of this first half. Struggling to keep up with Steph Catley, who's underneath this one. Carry the ball forward. Williamson. Now Manon. Okay, does have Lamptey for company on that time. Harris darting ahead of her. That pass isn't on, so Arsenal will just keep hold of the ball. Iwabuchi again. How smart is she in those positions? Steph Catley's found herself in a very advanced central position. Has managed to find Nikita Paris brilliantly as well. Felt she should have had a corner. And does get the decision in the end. Great spot from Steph Catley to pick out the England international. Iwabuchi. Back to McCabe. Again, Paris had darted towards the near post. Williamson. Does get pulled back. And gets Slazova down in a heap inside the penalty area. So we just take a look at Nikita Paris, Arsenal's summer arrival, who opened the scoring. Heading home from Steph Catley's cross early on. For Kim Little on the half-hour mark. Made no mistake from the penalty spot to double Arsenal's advantage. Paris keeps it in, right underneath us. To Williamson. Iwabuchi just losing out. Outnumbered there in midfield. Softka was who lofted it over the top. There's an offside flag up on this side. Caitlin Ford. Little under pressure, but that's not going to stop her. So easy to wriggle away from danger for Kim Little. So just over 5 minutes remaining of this first half. Please do get your thoughts and opinions in. Hashtag AWFC on Twitter. You can @ArsenalFC as well. Really interested to hear what you've made of this first half showing from the owner side of our side. Certainly have been some encouraging phases of play. Really enjoyed the pressing from Arsenal's players every time Slavia have got possession. But the Gunners have been let down on 1 or 2 occasions by some slack passing. We have to remind ourselves, though, it's very early in the season. That will obviously come with more game time. This will be Noel Maritz's. Neil Williamson's there in support, as is Nikita Paris. Arsenal at the moment are just finding gaps all over the pitch. Again, that's just a misplaced pass from the Gunners under not too much pressure. Win it back easily enough, though, with Manham. Now Williamson invited forward into the Slavia half. Maritz, back to Williamson. Again, there's that crossfield ball she loves so much. Ford had made the run. Slavia had made the clearance. Here's Maritz. Ford on the overlap. Timed her run brilliantly. Well defended in the end, though, by Michaela Karova. Ford, back to Manham. Uwabuchi just waiting for Maritz to make the run. Kim Little turning away from one, running at another two. Find Catley. Still just mixing up their attack at the moment. Trying to pull the Slavia players out of position. Create those gaps to work in. Here's Manham. Going from range in the end. Dragging that one off target. We have had a few people get in touch. Katie says it's been a great first half. She's watching from Texas, the USA. But just don't tell her boss. Don't worry, we'll keep that one quiet. Mariki as well. Apologies if pronunciation's a bit wrong, but tuning in from the Netherlands. Watching with her cat, Alfie. Most impressed by the new scoreboard. Something a bit different. Here comes Slavia, hoping to get their name on the scoreboard before the end of the night. Cleared by Catley. Uwabuchi again, holding off the challenges as she can come away with possession. Leah Williamson. Holly Langdale reckons that Leah will get her own name on the score sheet later. Fingers crossed. Opportunity, though, for the strikers. Fierce ball in from the right-hand side by Maritz. Slavia just happy to get that one as far away as possible. Beatty. Exchanging passes with Manham. Katie McCabe just dropping a bit deeper to offer some support for Beatty. Arsenal working their way from left to right and then back from right to left again. Ambitious pass from Manham. Find the intended target, but again, look at the numbers Arsenal have in that midfield area. Kozarova loses out. Here's Ford. And that will be a foul. Ford telling the referee that's the second time that that's happened. Waiting for a yellow card that didn't come. Now Slavia can wait for a free kick that will come. So 20 seconds or so left of normal time in this first half. Katie McCabe is lining this one up like she's going to have a shot. Not entirely sure what the where the wall was lining up there. It was completely out of position. It seems to have adjusted now. McCabe goes short. Paris is open on this right-hand side. In comes the delivery. Leah Williamson was there. It was a brilliant flicked attempt. Blocked on its way through to goal. For now, it doesn't matter. The Gunners go into half-time. 2 goals to the good here at Meadow Park. Nikita Parrish just in your frame there. Gave Arsenal the perfect start inside 2 minutes, heading home from Steph Catley's cross before captain Kim Little stepped up to the plate and made sure her penalty nestled in the bottom corner to double the Gunners' advantage and put them firmly in the driving seat going into half-time. It's Arsenal 2, Slavia Prague 0. Welcome back for the second half of tonight's Champions League qualification game between Arsenal and Slavia Prague. The scoreboard on the top left of your screen indicates that Arsenal are comfortable and in control of this game, which they are. Perhaps should have made a few more goal-scoring opportunities themselves in that first half. I'm sure they'll come out firing in this second. Quick few words from captain Kim Little, goal scorer of Arsenal's second tonight, before the Gunners get set for the second half. You can see from Steph Catley, used to the Australian climate, a bit cold out there. Won't take long to warm up once she gets running up and down that left side. So Slavia will get us back underway. Teresa Kozarova, number 27, in the centre of the pitch. One of their key players last season. Scoring 34 times in 20 games. Not really had a sniff at goal tonight. You do wonder how the Slavia game plan will change in this second half. Do they keep it tight? Do they try and go for it, knowing that they've got a home second leg to look forward to next Thursday? There's Maritz taking a chance in possession, and here is Kozarova. Well blocked by Little. No way through Kozarova. In the end, Paris has to deflect that one out for a throw-in. Nikita Paris, if you are just joining us, was the goal scorer of the first one tonight. Tapping in Steph Catley's cross at the far post. For, as I mentioned, Kim Little doubled the advantage on the half-hour mark from the penalty spot. Here's Williamson. Down into the channels for Caitlin Ford to chase. Ford preferred to Viviana Miedema leading the line for Arsenal tonight, perhaps just to give Arsenal's number 11 a break, especially ahead of a huge game, the opening weekend of the Barclays Women's Super League up against Chelsea at Emirates Stadium. Already a few thousand tickets sold there. You can still get them, actually, still available on arsenal.com. Game's at 12:30 on Sunday. Sure to be a good one. McCabe reading that one really well and just stepping in ahead of her marker, Pinkova. Catley into Manham. Such a long stride, Frida Manham. Seems like when the ball is played into her, as long as it's within 3 or 4 yards, she's able to just kill it dead and roll it to a teammate. Beattie. Catley, who linked up so well with Katie McCabe on this left-hand side in the first half. Losing possession there, though. There's a collector's item as well. Iwabuchi nutmegged. Lamptey goes back to her fullback, Slazova. Nothing on there, and Arsenal can just recycle this one. start to control the tempo a bit more in this second half. Loose from Williamson, though. Arsenal need to be careful, and they don't show too much of the ball, and therefore give too much hope to Slavia. Czech side have come out in this second half looking much more organised and determined than they were in the first. Pinkova switching play. Cherna, who caused a few problems in the first half, couldn't sort her feet out on that occasion. Beattie. Catley hugging this left touchline as ever. Harris back to Williamson. Trying to go long to McCabe, who had angled her run just in behind. Williamson does win the throw-in. Kozarova finally getting an opportunity to run at the Arsenal back line. She is an imposing figure. You can see exactly why she's feared in the Czech division. So far, Arsenal's defenders have her card marked. It's Ford. Opportunity to run at Slazova. Slavia defender comes out on top, though. She joined from Victoria Pilsen back in June 2020. She's been here for a year now, the fullback. Really has made that position her own. I'm sure she would have faced many tougher challenges, though, than what she's facing tonight against the likes of Katie McCabe and, of course, the overlapping Steph Catley. And a few more tweets, actually, using the hashtag AWFC. One from Benson B. John. Watching the game from Galway, Ireland. The girls are showing amazing ball and space awareness with some intricate passing as well. Here's some more of that as well. Into the box, and it's Kim Little with the chance. Opening up her body. Just see she was trying to curl that one in. The defender as a shield. An inch or so wide in the end. Much better from Arsenal, though. It's exactly what they can do. Turn the screw, go up a few gears. Another tweet from Max Klaversma, actually, whose sentiments I echo as well. I'd be grateful if we could score a few more goals just to make next week's match a bit more of a formality, especially with that game against Chelsea. You want to be netting a few goals nice and early, go full strength against Chelsea, and then maybe you can take the opportunity to rest a couple of players before the game against Reading after that. Corner to Arsenal on the far side. Katie McCabe will take. Rena Manham, as you can see, taking up a position on the edge of the box. Arsenal goes short. Good positioning from Kim Little to get her body in front of that. And when it came to Williamson at the far post, I thought the net was going to ripple. Just wide of that bottom corner. There were a few people actually tweeting in, predicting that Leah Williamson would score tonight. She's come close. Had that opportunity just before half-time with a flicked effort. And glancing header then, just wide. She's getting closer. It's over everyone's head. Breaks now. It's a first-time shot from Martina Sanovska. I think she had a bit more time than she realised. She took that one really early. Zinsberger was able to see it all the way. Maybe just a warning sign there for Arsenal not to get too complacent. Bounced over a few players' heads there in midfield. Manham well recovered, although the referee doesn't like that one. Will be a yellow card though for the Norwegian. She was stretching, trying to win back possession. She joins Noelle Maritz in the book of Arsenal players that have received the yellow card tonight. Again, this presents a good chance for Slavia to conjure up an opportunity. See the captain there on the edge of the area with Steph Catley. Diana Bartovikova is a threat from these set-piece positions. Picked on at the near post, but that's going to be comfortable for Manu Zinsberger. Waste no time in getting Arsenal back downfield. Williamson finding Katie McCabe perfectly on this near side. Williamson again driving a pass in between the lines. Really well taken by Caitlin Ford. That's an excellent reverse ball as well. Forward to Williamson, getting further forward into this half. Nice touch by Katie McCabe. She was going to set one up there for Nikita Paris before Iwabuchi's shot was blocked. Catley, Iwabuchi continued her run again. Here she is in possession now, the little magician, Arsenal's number 23. Spotting the run brilliantly of Caitlin Ford and winning another corner kick. Arsenal now really starting to show some style. Fans in the stadium at Meadow Park really enjoying that one as well. Sense the momentum's building in the Gunners' favour. Katie McCabe on this corner kick, if you take my word for it. Mana Iwabuchi, as she often does, peeled off short, but McCabe goes with the delivery into the box. Jen Beattie had flicked it on at the near post. Williamson hooks back in, and Manham can't direct that one on target. Frida Manham, she joined this summer. I mean, it's very difficult to believe given how quickly she settled into the Arsenal side. Of course, joining from Linköpings. Already has 33 international caps to her name. Even represented Norway way back in Euro 2017. Still only 22 years old. Plays with so much maturity and tactical intelligence as well. Really keeps that new look midfield three for this season. Iwabuchi, Little and Manham. It's the Norwegian who keeps things ticking over at the base of that triangle. Again, Arsenal centre-backs taking a risk, and that is going to be a free kick against Kozarova, who is finally booked. And there's been a few of those, and an ironic cheer from the Arsenal fans. Slavia, number 27, finally goes into the referee's book. It was high and it was late on Jen Beattie, so she can't have too many complaints. Scotland international now has the opportunity to get Arsenal forward. She goes short to Iwabuchi. McCabe, there's a slip from Shireen Lamptey. allowing Steph Catley to pick up possession. Now Caitlin Ford. Really fallen forward in this game, but that's not going to stop her working her socks off. We know exactly what she's like. Here's Williamson. Maritz, acres of space on the right-hand side, but to go the wrong side of the defender that time, Williamson. One back by Paris, though. Paul Manham handles the ball. Hopefully that's only a minor concern for Arsenal. Does look to be okay to continue. Frida Manham. Now Bartovikova can send this one forward. Slavia desperate for a free kick. Nikita Paris just asking why they're appealing so much for that one. He's trying to say to the referee, just don't be fooled. She felt that Franny Schörner went down a bit too easily. Maybe a bit too theatrically for her liking as well. Arsenal do clear. And Kova flicks it on. Little's underneath that one. Asking quite a lot of Beattie. He does well, and that's another late challenge, this time on Katie McCabe. You just need to calm things down a bit. Well, you'd have heard Katie McCabe's thoughts there. I apologise if you did. Exchanging words with Martina Sanovska, who gave as good as she got there. Here is McCabe. If you know anything about Katie, she'll now be desperate to get a run at those players she feels have wronged her. Williamson. Looks like Viviana Miedema is getting set to come on. Interesting to see who she replaces. Kim Little, brilliant work. That's a really soft free kick. Well, Bartovikova using all of her experience there to take the plunge when she was under pressure. Little can afford to smile about that one. I think she knew it was a free kick that the Slavia defender had brought. Lukasova will duly send that one away from danger. Like Lotte Wubben-Moy is also getting set to come on. Perhaps we'll see Leah Welty as well. Looks like a triple sub for Arsenal. I believe the Gunners will make now. So that's the end of Leah Williamson's return to action. She's replaced by Lotte Wubben-Moy. Kim Little being replaced as well by Leah Welty. And then it's Caitlin Ford making way, the leading goal scorer for the last few seasons for Arsenal, Viviana Miedema. His reputation precedes her. Just a reminder, in her last 2 games against Slavia, she scored 7 goals. Got half an hour to see what she can add to that tally tonight. There's a first touch for Welty. Somewhat appropriately, it's an interception. An opportunity to see Manham in a much more advanced position in that midfield, with Welty just shielding the back four. Also an opportunity to see Lotte Wubben-Moy in action in Hertfordshire tonight. We saw her at London Fields on our Instagram story earlier, giving a few youngsters a lesson in football, inspiring the next generation. Here's Paris to the edge of the area. Miedema was lurking. Wubben-Moy, of course, doing brilliant work. She did an interview with Ian Wright as well. So doing the media rounds this week, all about the Hackney Laces campaign that she's a part of. She also gave Ian Wright her Olympic shirt. A really nice touch from Lotte Wubben-Moy to someone who inspired her when she was growing up. Schörner losing possession to Maritz before she brings her down. Maritz does need to be careful. She's on a yellow card already. Tovikova sending it long. And Beatty's got a bit of work to do. She's done it really well against Martina Sanovska. Keeping pace with the attacking midfielder. Wubben-Moy, of course, still wearing the headband. Not quite the Petr Cech rugby scrum cap that we saw her in. A bit more understated this time. Comes the corner. Cleared at the near post by Paris. Another opportunity to deliver. Manham's there in the way. It's a risky pass actually from Iwabuchi. Velti dealt with it well. The Gunners unfortunate to not come away with the ball. Wubben-Moy will happily watch that one roll through to Manu Zinsberger. Beatty. Deep Miedema's come just to get involved in the game. Mentioned in the build-up to tonight's game, Miedema's 7 goals against Slavia Prague. Just under 2 years ago, took her tally from 45 to 52 goals in an Arsenal shirt. She's now closing in on 100. She's been so prolific over the last 18 months or so. Iwabuchi crossing from deep this time. Slavia can't keep hold of the ball. They did start this second half quite positively, the visitors. Arsenal have now seized control on proceedings once more. Beatty to Wubben-Moy. Manham misses out Liavelti, who has taken the captain's armband from Kim Little. Now here's Miedema, sensing an opportunity to break forward. Manham has made the run. I think when Miedema got the ball out of her feet there, she was at full stride. Or maybe she was going to pull the trigger. She does like to say, though, she operates as a 9.5 rather than your standard number 9 or your standard number 10. She likes to score and create. She showed that vision there to spot the run from Frida Manham. So nearly nicely done by Wubben-Moy. Before Liavelti sweeps up there. Now there's a Slavia player who's gone down and another one there. The referee's just going to hold up play just to make sure whoever this is, it's going to be okay. Really good to see UWCL so alert and so sharp, reacting to the danger posed by an uncharacteristic loose pass from UWCL. Hopefully this is just a cramp. See the Slavia player go down off the ball. So hopefully it's nothing more. It's good to see UWCL back in action in an Arsenal shirt, though, after getting rid of that slight calf issue that she had. It's a great player to have returning as well, especially in a midfield with the likes of UWCL, Manham, Little. I've said it a lot, but there's so much competition for places within that midfield and at centre-back as well. You can see Taya Goldie walking along the top of your screen there. She has to compete with the likes of Jem Beattie, Leah Williamson, Simone Boy, who's come in and impressed, Lotte Wubben-Moy and Anna Patton as well. All of them competing for just 2 centre-back spots. Of course, Velti played quite a large portion of last season at centre-back as well. We've seen that Steph Catley can operate in that area too, so no shortage of options for Jonas Eideveld. Free kick well won by Wubben-Moy. It was Martina Sanowska who left the field with injury, but I think she's just been waved back on. Will be okay to continue. Wubben-Moy. Paris. And a 1-2 there with Manham for finding a cross. And it was Miedemar who was sniffing around. Applauding the effort from Nikita Paris on that far side. Injecting plenty of energy into the attack. And that will be her last involvement of the evening, Nikita Paris. We've got her Meadow Park account up and running to give Arsenal the lead inside the opening 2 minutes. And now a fan favourite in Beth Mead can come onto the pitch. Arsenal's 4th change of the evening. There she is, desperately trying to close down the Slavia players. 20 minutes or so to go here at Meadow Park, so please do keep your views, your analysis, your opinions coming in. We're interested to know where you're watching from, who's been your standout performer tonight, what's impressed you the most, and perhaps what's one thing that you'd like to see maybe improve for the Gunners' next outing this weekend against Chelsea. Get in contact with us by using the hashtag AWFC on Twitter. Well, here might be another talking point as Viviana Miedemar goes through, keeps her cool, sits the goalkeeper down, just delicately chips it into the back of the net. Well, she only needed one opportunity, one clear sight of goal, and she's made it count. Arsenal 3, Slavia Prague 0. How nice as well. Miedemar is able to hear the roar of the Arsenal fans after scoring that goal too. A new song as well from the Arsenal Women's Supporters Group. Well, here Here is the change we're expecting to see a moment or so ago. Martina Sunazowska comes off. Be replaced eventually. Eventually she does leave the field, and we can get back underway. I think it's Teresa Drashikova who's come on, the number 16. Here's Manon running into the channels. Miedemar again, powerful in possession, firing straight at goal, looking for a 9th goal against this side in just 3 games. She's already on 8, of course. That's a worrying sign, actually. Interesting goal kick. It is hacked away again. Something for Wubben-Moy to chase. Oh dear, that's loose. And Kozarova presented with a real opportunity, but for the brilliant defending of Jen Beattie, who spotted the danger and raced back to clear from underneath her own crossbar. It's an example of what her experience can bring to the Arsenal back line. Gunners do now need to defend a corner kick. Will be taken on this near side by the substitute, Teresa Shwashikova. Swung in left-footed. Shireen Lamptey had climbed. Steph Catley trying to shield that one out. Slavia getting a bit more physical as the game wears on. Catley felt she should have had a free kick. Well, Catley and Nesidova, 2 number 7s. A bit of a coming together a second ago. Referee just keeping a close eye on it. And there was, for a second, a case of mistaken identity. Trying to tell off Katie McCabe, who was protesting. I've just got here. Still do deal with the corner, though. Long throw in towards Shwashikova. Here the Gunners can break at speed. Manon leads the charge. McCabe had made the run. Udemar's gone ahead. McCabe does draw the foul after being bundled over, not once, but twice. Keith Bates has got in touch, watching from Hartlepool tonight. So it's been a great display so far. There's still 15 minutes to go. Let's hope Arsenal can add a bit more gloss onto this scoreline with a cross like this. Beth Mead with the dangerous delivery. Now it's Katie McCabe swinging one in. Wubben-Moy was underneath it in the 6-yard box. Great close control from Walty. Let's win a corner. Mead with the delivery, goes low again, might break for Beattie. Slavia still haven't cleared it. Do eventually. A reminder then, Arsenal do play Slavia in the second leg, which will take place in Prague on Thursday, September the 9th. So that's next Thursday at 5:30 p.m. UK time, with the group stage draw taking place the following Monday. Arsenal will be hoping that this 3-goal advantage over 2 legs will be enough to carry them through to the next stage. Before that, though, the small task of facing reigning WSL champions Chelsea at Emirates Stadium this weekend. Game is on Sunday, September the 5th. The lunchtime kickoff. Tickets still available on Arsenal.com. Be a real test for both sides. Chelsea yet to play a competitive fixture this season, but they have been scoring quite a few times in their pre-season fixtures, especially against the Midlands-based clubs. Benel Harder getting her name on the score sheet a few times. Iwabuchi. Catley. Mead was on the run. Sliding challenge from Esidova. Timed well, though. Arsenal win the throw-in. Catley to Iwabuchi. Plenty of players in the box for Arsenal. All had gambled on a far post delivery. Nice one-touch play in tight spaces from the Gunners. Again, his thump's clear. Kozarova playing the target man up top. Before Miedemar wins a foul in a dangerous position. You wonder whether that's Katie McCabe saying to Miedemar, leave this one, this is all mine. Iwabuchi's had a couple of deliveries already. So if we're thinking about shooting from distance, well, maybe we don't need to look any further than Katie. Again, Arsenal's centre-backs looking for the diagonal delivery. Look at how far back Lotte Wubben-Moy is peeling on the edge of the box. Completely unmarked at the moment. Wonder where she's going to time her run to. Given McCabe's body shape, it's only going one place, and that is to Wubben-Moy. Strayed a bit offside. Really get the angle on the header as well. Good to see that the Gunners are trying to mix up their set pieces. Hear the words of encouragement from Aaron Dantino on the touchline. We'll definitely get that one day. Well done. Really appreciating the effort of his players. Well, that's missed by Kayla Karova. It's allowed Miedemar some space on the right-hand side. Again, it's a bit too deep. McCabe's not going to keep that one in. So just under 10 minutes to play here. Arsenal well in control of this tie. Again, get in contact with us. Hashtag AWFC. Let us know who your player of the match is. Of course, there's still a bit of time to change that. Maybe one of the second half substitutes will to put their name into contention. Yeah, please do tweet in to us, hashtag AWFC. We're looking for your player of the match tonight. Who's impressed you and why? We'll read out some of our favourites. A bit of a risk with that kick, but it's come to Teresa Shreshikova. Still running here, the midfielder. Now Kozarova. Always trying to get it onto her left foot for a shot. We've clicked into a dangerous position. Jen Beattie's well positioned and calm as well to find an outball. Bet Arsenal away again. Miedemar, watch this for a turn of pace. Going head to head on this near side with Slazova. Cross just evades Beth Mead in the middle. Great work again by Jen Beattie. Snuffing out the danger and putting Arsenal back on the front foot. Kozarova finding Lamptey. Overlapping run from Trezhikova. Lamptey decides to look for Cherner in the middle instead, who hadn't continued her run. With her out of position, Arsenal can get forward on the right-hand side now. Webber-Moy. Couple of shouts for Leah Williamson, player of the match. It's Alicia. And the first one, Catherine said, Mana Iwabuchi, very visible, active and strong member of the team this match. Excellent defending, meanwhile, by Simona Nesidova. Evelyn says, Frida Manham looks like a great new signing. Can't wait to see more from her. And Megan, to finish things off, says, for player of the match, we've got McCabe, Katie McCabe, who's shown all of the fighting qualities that we love to see from her week in, week out. Keep them coming in. There's Beth Mead delivering there. And also Webber-Moy climbed the highest. Couldn't find a way past Lukasova. Miedemar forcing the goalkeeper to go long, and from her hands as well. Slazova. Iwabuchi tracking back. Czech side win the throw-in. Down into the channels, but that was a foul throw, so Arsenal get the turnover in possession. And an opportunity to make their final change of the game. Anna Patton will be getting a run out, coming in for Frida Manham. I wonder whether we'll see Anna Patton, the midfielder, again for the final 3 minutes. Mention about just how difficult it's looking at the moment for Arsenal's academy graduates to get into the defensive line. There are so many options at centre-back. And lots of options at midfield as well, but of course it helps when you can play in a number of different positions. Anna Patton, the centre-back, the right-back, now the central midfielder. You have no problem adjusting to this system. Iwabuchi devastated to have given away that free kick so late in the game. 2 minutes still to play here. An opportunity to pull one back for Slavia. And it comes from Krejcikova. It's a big header. Well off target in the end. A few more shouts for your player of the match. Roy Williams says Miedemar showing exactly why she's the GOAT. Great game to watch before heading to the Emirates on Sunday, but Manham is my player of the match. Manham has it all. Lawrence echoes that as well. Manham for me, solid game and engine in the heart of midfield. Found herself everywhere this evening. She's been a fantastic addition to the squad. Shouts as well for Nikita Paris, which is good to see. Especially from Noel, who's clearly a very dedicated Nikita Paris fan. The final one, Neil Armstrong, with a brilliant handle as well, by the way, at One Giant Leap. Says that his Arsenal player of the match is Jem Beattie for being an absolute rock at the back. Ron shares that opinion too. So good to see her back, playing as strong as ever. And of course, he's tuning in from Livingston in Scotland. Great to have you all with us on Arsenal.com tonight, watching this game. Of course, it makes it even better when Arsenal do win, and in style as well. That's the end of Lamptey's evening. Slavia make their final change. It's going to be one of the youngsters to come on. So number 8, Kristina Rizakova. Only a teenager, Rizakova. 18 years old, joined from FK Parabici 2 weeks ago, signing a contract until the end of next season. Coincidentally, she actually played for the Czech side in the opening day 8-0 defeat to Slavia. Imagine standing out for the team that lost 8-0, standing out enough that the team that won 8-0 wanted to then sign you. Clearly, a youngster with a very bright future. I've seen the fourth officials ball go up there, 4 minutes added on. Arsenal will just pass this around. No real rush to get a fourth, although I do see Anna Patton right up there in Arsenal's forward line. Really keen to add to her one Arsenal goal so far. Iwabuchi, Miedemar. Back to McCabe. Now Velty. McCabe, there's the run from Beth Mead down the centre of your screen. McCabe electing to go for the safe passes instead. Arsenal have no need to go for a fourth at this late stage. And that's not going to stop them. Iwabuchi turning away from one, from two. And now Mead can find Catley. Excellent defending, though, it must be said, by Gabriela Slazova. Not only does she block the cross, but she wins her team a goal kick. Frida Manham picking up the Arsenal Women's Supporters Club Player of the Match, as many of you have predicted online. Really exciting to see just what sort of level Manham can reach. Still only 22. So much potential. Clearly very highly rated as well by new head coach Jonas Eideveld. Beattie, Miedemar, central midfield now, the Netherlands record goal scorer. Catley. Now Iwabuchi. Miedemar, Mead. Still going, Beth Mead. Still going, Beth Mead. Oh, passing that shot just wide, but I think it was about the only available space that she had to shoot in. did so well to keep going, bouncing off the challenges. Headed away by Wubben-Moy. Now Iwabuchi. Cabe's on the run. Iwabuchi spotted her. Bartovikova cut the channel. Now is there still time for the visitors to break forward? 20 seconds to go for them to try to get an away goal. Kozarova. Pinkova. Far too far ahead of Kristina Rusakova. Well, there we have it, full time. And Arsenal are now just 90 minutes away from securing their place in the Champions League group stage. It all got off to a perfect start. Nikita Paris scoring just inside 2 minutes to open up her account at Meadow Park. Plenty of nice touches from Mane Iwabuchi there, but it was her midfield partner, Kim Little, who doubled the advantage from the penalty spot after Caitlin Ford had been brought down. And then Viviana Miedema made sure of the victory just moments after coming off the bench, dinking a delicate shot over the on-rushing Olivi Lukasova. Guarantee that Arsenal go into next week's tie well in control. Of course, the next game will be against Chelsea on Sunday. Midday kickoff. Tickets still available on arsenal.com for that one at Emirates Stadium. And then we'll be seeing the return leg between these two sides in Prague. That's on Thursday. 5:30 p.m. kickoff. Hopefully, by the end of that, the Gunners will have secured their progression into the Champions League proper. But for now, it finishes here at Meadow Park. Arsenal 3, Slavia Prague 0.